In 2024, Americans spent $135 billion trying to lose weight. Weight Watchers, Slim Fast, Atkins, Jenny Craig, Noom. You have tried at least one of them.
All right, cue the weight loss New Year's resolutions. The diet industry took a hit during the pandemic, but now Americans say they are desperate to lose that so-called pandemic 15. WW International, formerly Weight Watchers, it's already seeing a 5% jump in subscribers since last year. Companies selling nutrition products and wellness coaching also report demand has skyrocketed. No surprise.
Most people have tried all of them, and 95% of them failed. Not because they were lazy, not because they lacked willpower, because the industry they trusted was designed to make sure they would fail. Think about it. If Weight Watchers actually worked, you would join once, lose the weight, and never come back. Weight Watchers has been selling the same program since 1963, 63 years.
Weight Watchers, or WW, is a unique business model. It's very seasonally skewed. They're tied to Q1, but I don't recall, in all my years doing this, I don't recall seeing a business, the trends of the business fall apart that quickly. You know, and look, I think what happened, and we still don't know for sure. I don't know if the company even knows.
If it worked, they would have been out of business by 1970. This is not a coincidence. This is a business model. A $135 billion business model built on your failure, funded by your desperation, and protected by the same science that told you fat was the enemy. This is the story of the most profitable lie in the history of the food industry, and how it made you sick while making them rich. It started with a housewife in Queens, New York. 1961. Jeanne Nadech was overweight. She had tried every diet. Nothing worked. So she invited 6 friends to her apartment to talk about food. 2 years later, she incorporated Weight Watchers. By 1968, it was a national franchise. By 1970, it was making $8 million a year. And here is what she built that nobody noticed at the time. A business that only works if you keep failing. Think about the model. You join Weight Watchers. You pay a monthly fee. You lose some weight. Then you stop coming. And 3 months later, the weight comes back. So you join again. This is not a bug in the system. This is the system. Richard Samber was the financial manager of Weight Watchers for years. He once admitted in an interview, the business is successful because 84% of members have to come back and do it again. Read that again. The business works because the product does not. Weight Watchers has changed its program at least 10 times since 1963. 1, 2, 3 Success, Points Plus, Smart Points, Freestyle, WW. Every few years, a new name, a new system, a new promise. And every time, millions of people come back to try the new version because the old version did not work. By 2012, Weight Watchers made $1.83 billion in 1 year, their peak. Not because people were getting thinner, because people were coming back again and again and again. But Weight Watchers was just the beginning. What came next was worse. Weight Watchers was just the beginning. By the 1980s, the diet industry had learned something. You do not need to help people lose weight. You need to make them believe you can. Slim Fast launched in 1977. The promise was simple: a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, a sensible dinner, lose weight fast. Millions of people bought it. But here is what Slim Fast never told you. A single Slim Fast shake contains 18 grams of sugar. That is more sugar than a Kit Kat chocolate bar. You were replacing meals with something that spiked your blood sugar, made you hungrier, and sent you back to the fridge 2 hours later. The product that was supposed to stop you eating was designed in a way that made you eat more. Then came Atkins. Dr. Robert Atkins published his diet book in 1972. Cut the carbs, eat the fat. The weight will fall off. Millions followed it. But here is what the Atkins industry never put on the packaging. The Atkins bars and snacks, the products they sold to replace your meals, contained maltitol, a sugar alcohol that your body processes almost exactly like sugar. The very thing the diet told you to avoid was hidden inside the products they sold you. By 2021, Atkins was generating $2.7 billion a year, not from helping people, from repeat customers who kept buying the bars because they kept failing the diet. Then Jenny Craig. Personal meal plans, personal counselors, personal support, $483 million in revenue in 2021, and in 2023, Jenny Craig filed for bankruptcy. 500 centers closed overnight. Not because people stopped wanting to lose weight, because Ozempic arrived, a drug that actually worked. And when something actually worked, the diet industry collapsed, because the diet industry was never built to help you succeed. It was built to profit from your failure. And here is how they made sure you would never find out. The diet industry did not just sell bad products. It funded the science that protected them. In the 1960s, scientists were paid to blame fat. In the 1980s, diet companies did the same thing. They funded their own research and got the results they paid for. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, investigated the diet industry in 2002. They found that 55% of weight loss ads contained false or misleading claims, not exaggerated claims. False claims, the before and after photos. The FTC found that most were either digitally altered or showed results that were not typical. They showed you the one person who lost 40 pounds. They did not tell you that the average person lost 3 pounds and gained it all back within a year. The 98% failure rate is not an accident. It is a feature. If diets worked, the industry would not exist. Every person who loses weight permanently is a lost customer forever. Every person who fails is a customer for life. The industry spent $1 billion on advertising in 2023. Every January, every summer, every time you feel bad about yourself, they are there with a new program, a new promise, a new version of the same lie. So what do you actually take from this? Lesson 1. The business model is the product. Weight Watchers does not sell weight loss. It sells the hope of weight loss. There is a difference. Hope has to be renewed every time it fails. Weight loss only needs to happen once. Before you buy anything, ask who profits if it does not work. Lesson 2. The science was bought. 55% of diet ads contained false claims. Scientists were paid to blame fat. Atkins hid sugar in its products. The information you were given about food and your body was shaped by people who profited from you staying confused. Lesson 3. Your failure was their plan. You did not fail the diet. The diet failed you on purpose. $135 billion a year. 98% failure rate. Those two numbers exist together for a reason. Weight Watchers, Slim Fast, Atkins, Jenny Craig. They built empires on the same promise. Lose weight fast. They just never told you the fine print. The faster you lose it, the faster you gain it back. And the faster you come back to them.